Hi, it's Sylvester, and I'm answering some more random questions. I have compiled a list of questions from two different websites. I'm getting these questions from myenglishpages.com as well as from conversationstarters.com. I will link where I got the questions from in the description down below. First question is, which do you prefer, tea or coffee? I don't really have an answer to this question because I like tea and coffee equally. I really do like both tea and coffee. It just depends on the day which one I want more. But I have realized that I am not as capable of handling caffeine as I was when I was younger. If I have caffeine past 3 p.m., then I will be awake until 3 a.m. But I do enjoy decaf. But one thing that I like more than tea and coffee is something called an iced cap. Now, if you don't live somewhere where there are Tim Hortons, then you probably don't know what an iced cap is. An iced cap is a cappuccino that is very slushy. It is a slushy cappuccino. It is very sweet, it is very creamy. The texture, I really, really like it. I love iced caps so much. If I was rich, I would have one every single day. They are not cheap and they are not healthy, but I don't care. If I was rich, I would have one every day because they are just so freaking good. I love iced caps. Next question. Which do you like better, basketball or football? I'm gonna have to go with basketball. Now, as I've said many times before, I am not a sports guy. But back in high school, when I took gym class and I had to participate in sports, I very much so preferred basketball to football. There's a lot less running in basketball, and I also was just better at basketball than I was at football. When it comes to watching the sports, I don't really have a preference. Basketball, football, doesn't really matter. I don't really like watching sports. But when it comes to playing, I would definitely choose basketball over football. And also, it doesn't specify if they mean football as in soccer or if they mean like American football. I'm assuming they mean American football, but soccer is very similar in that there's a lot of running, and so I was never very good at soccer, and I would definitely prefer basketball. So whether or not it means American football, I'm still choosing basketball. Next question. Are you more inclined towards action movies or romantic comedies? I am not huge into either. I don't watch a lot of movies, actually, but I do like comedies better than I like action movies. I find, like, I admire the choreography that goes into action sequences, but I also sometimes can find it a little bit boring, which I know is blasphemy. A lot of people are probably going to be upset about that, and you're allowed to like action movies. I'm not saying that action movies are bad. It's just if I'm watching a movie and then there's suddenly an action sequence, I usually just kind of zone out. Like it just doesn't hold my attention for some reason. Romantic comedies, like I'm not really into romantic movies, but I will choose a romantic comedy over an action movie. I guess it depends on the movie, but anyways, next question. What's your favorite hobby? Making YouTube videos. I have said it before, and I'll probably say it again. I really, really enjoy producing content for YouTube. It makes me so happy. I get really sad when I'm busy and I don't have time to film a video because it's what I look forward to in my day. Like, I wake up and I'm just like not really that excited for most of the stuff that I have to do during the day, but then if I think, oh, I have a couple hours free, I can make a YouTube video, that makes my day a lot better. So I love making YouTube videos, and I love when people watch my YouTube videos and leave likes and subscribe and all that good stuff. Really makes me happy, so thank you so much for watching this. Next question. What's your favorite type of exercise? I like walking. I don't really like exercise. I'm not really into exercise. I go through phases in my life where I like get kind of into exercise, but right now I'm in a period of my life where I'm just not really exercising much, and the only exercise I tend to get is walking. I do walk a lot. I walk a lot less now than I used to. Like, I look back on even where I was this time last year, I would walk like 40 minutes a day. Actually, more than that. I'd walk like 80 minutes a day, and so the fact that I barely walk nowadays kind of makes me feel very lazy, and I should start walking again. So, and the weather's getting nice, so I have no excuse not to. I used to walk all the time, like a minimum of 2 hours a day back in high school and my early to mid 20s. I would walk so much all the time, every day. I loved it. But that's because I had maladaptive daydreaming, which is a condition where you just daydream a lot, and I don't have that anymore. I actually find it really, really difficult to daydream now, and so walking is a little bit, I don't want to say more difficult, but it's a little bit more boring because I don't have stuff going on in my brain to entertain me. So as much as I know it's a good thing that I don't have maladaptive daydreaming anymore, I do miss it for that reason, because I was always entertained. There was always, like, I was always writing little fanfics in my head, and it brought me a lot of joy. I was never diagnosed with maladaptive daydreaming. I'm kind of self-diagnosing there, but like, I'm pretty sure that that's what I had, because I would daydream like all the time, constantly, and I just liked living in my head more than I like living in the real world. And so now that I don't have maladaptive daydreaming, I'm just forced to live in the real world at all times, and it's a bit of a bummer, because I don't know if you know, but the real world is a little bit depressing, and sometimes my thoughts can be a little bit depressing. So to be stuck with nothing but my thoughts and no daydreams can be a bit sad, or a little bit unpleasant, I suppose, at times. Next question: do you prefer working alone or in a team? One of my biggest weaknesses is that I am not good working in a team. I do not work well with others. I have a lot of social anxiety. I'm also very stubborn. It's not that I don't get along with other people, it's just that I don't work well with other people, and so I definitely prefer to work alone. What's your favorite household chore? This might sound weird, but I really love vacuuming. Now, I used to hate vacuuming because I hate loud noises. I mean, I don't hate loud noises. It depends on what the noise is, but I generally don't do well with loud noises. But I find something kind of, like, I find vacuuming kind of calming now, and I don't know why. I'll just put my headphones on, turn the volume way up, and just listen to a YouTube video as I vacuum, and it's just, I like it. It makes me feel accomplished. I like how the carpet looks after I vacuum. It has those lines, and everything looks nice and clean, and I just feel good about myself when I vacuum. It's just a nice kind of mindless activity where I can focus on the YouTube video that I'm listening to while I'm doing it. I just find it kind of calming. That being said, I still don't vacuum as often as I probably should. Like, I don't do it for fun. It's still a chore. Next question: do you prefer small gatherings or big parties? Definitely small gatherings. I like a good party, but I don't do well in big crowds. It really stresses me out, and again, I'm not a fan of loud noises, and big parties tend to be really loud. I hate being at a party where the music is so loud that you can't talk to people. The best party I have ever been to was this party where it was a pretty small party. There weren't that many people there. There wasn't loud music playing. It was a lot of people just talking to each other and drinking casually. And then because everybody there, they were all music students except for me, but maybe they weren't all music students, but it was a very musical bunch. And so the one guy whipped out his guitar, and then we all just sang along to songs that we all knew. It was really fun. I love a good sing-along. So that was by far the best party I'd ever gone to. Next question: do you prefer texting or calling? I am a stereotypical millennial in that I do not like phone calls. I am scared of phone calls. I 100% would rather text than call. Next question. Do you prefer a relaxing vacation or an adventurous one? Definitely relaxing. I am at an age where I do not want adventure. I want to relax. Final question. What's your favorite mode of transportation? Anything that has a bathroom, so like a bus or a train, something where I can use the washroom whenever I please, because the thing that I hate the most about traveling long distances is the fact that I am not near a toilet. And as soon as I am not near a toilet, I get in my own head and I start convincing myself that I have to go to the bathroom. And so, like, I am the worst on long trips. When somebody else is driving, I'm always like, can we pull over? I have to pee. Like, I try not to be that person, but I am absolutely that person, and I have pretty much always been that person. And I know it's annoying, but it's like an anxiety thing where, like, as soon as I know there's no toilet, I just feel like I have to pee. And it's like one of the most uncomfortable feelings in the world is feeling like you have to pee and not having a toilet available to you. So anyways, I've never been on an airplane, but I know that there are toilets on airplanes. So that would be that I guess I would like. I mean, I don't know if I'd like being on an airplane. I feel like I'd be kind of scared to fly because I am kind of scared of everything. So, but I would appreciate having a toilet. I mean, technically I have been on a plane. I was in this like little 2-passenger plane one time when I was a kid, but I've never been on a commercial airline before. So of the modes of transportation that I have experienced, I prefer buses that have toilets or trains that have toilets. Sorry to end this video talking about toilets, but it is what it is. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.